ചിരിച്ചു വഞ്ചി ചുണ്ടം വഞ്ചി ചുരുട്ടു വഞ്ചി ചന്തമുള്ള ചരുപ്പൻ വഞ്ചി എന്റെ വഞ്ചി എന്റെ വഞ്ചി അച്ചില ചുണ്ടം പറ പറന്നടി അലയിളകി ചാരെ.
Welcome to the Kerala backwaters where Onam festivities have started early and we are at the Champions Boat League. Look at the enthusiasm. This is what happened last week when we were at Alappuzha, but now we have moved on to Kottayam and alongside Agrim Prakash, I'm Ravikant Singh. Agrim, what colour? This is Sachin Tendulkar himself.
That is right, Ravi. As we come to you live from the city of murals, Kottayam, we are here at Tharatangadi, where we are witnessing the second iteration of Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, HDFC Bank, and our ticketing partners are Book My Show.
What a sight, this Meenachil River where the races will be organized, and this is the Akshara Nagari, the first city in India to have 100% literacy. This is race day 2 where the 9 teams will be taking part. Race day 1 saw plenty of action and race day 2 promises to be even better.
What colour, what splendour. As we look around, we can see the excitement that is palpable on the faces of the crowd. There is cheer, there is loud music coming from all around us. In fact, it's difficult to be sitting here amongst all this pandemonium because of the energy levels, which is so high over here today.
Well, it's bound to be. After all, it is the Autumn Harvest Festival, and certainly there you see some daredevils taking a dive into the Meenachil River, and young making sure they don't miss any of the action. Remember, Champions Boat League has got 9 teams taking part. This is how it all began last Saturday at Alappuzha, and what a event it turned out to be.
That's right. This Olympics on the water is one of the world's largest team sport events, with over 100 participants in each team, nearly 120 players in fact on each boat as they row in perfect synchronous harmony towards victory. They race against time, they race against each other. 9 teams in total vying for the grand prize.
What is most important is that there has to be a perfect coordination, and this is action, glimpses of the action from race day 1. The heats were held and the top 3 timings, remember, not first past the post, but the best 3 timing that go into the final and NTBR final. This is the team in gold. There you see the Tropical Titans, 4 boats in the end, and at the NTBR final it was the team Tropical Titans emerging easy winners ahead of the challengers. And what a performance the Tropical Titans put in. They were given some early challenge, but in the end it was just not enough to challenge them.
That's right, it looks like it's gold for gold at this point in time, with the Tropical Titans in their gold vying for gold, with passions being high, energy being high, and emotions being high. We've come here for the second race day at Tharatangadi in Kottayam for Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, HDFC Bank, and our ticketing partners are Book My Show.
That is the 4th NTBR triumph for Tropical Titans, the original Palathuruthi Boat Club, and that's how they stand. 15 points for Tropical Titans, 10 for winning the race, and 5 for clocking the best time of the day. So the only race so far has been taken by the Tropical Titans, so they sit at top, but other teams have a good chance to catch up, especially with those 5 bonus points available for the best timing of the day.
That's right. It looks like it could be anyone's game today and every other day of the race. At first place, if you clock in at first place, you get 10 points, and even the bottommost place, 9th place, gets a single point. But remember, this is not just a race against each other, this is also a race against time.
Yes, the heats are against the clock and then you are racing each other in the finals. So that is how it turns out. 10 points for the winners and 5 bonus points for clocking the fastest time of the day. And Tropical Titans ended up doing both on race day 1 to pocket 15 points and sit on top of the leaderboard. That's how it all started. NTBR Trophy, 4th one for the Tropical Titans. And then we are at Taratangadi at Kottayam. And next week we will be at Karuvata in Alapura. And it's a 12-week schedule ending in Kollam on the 23rd of November.
That's right, 12 weeks of excitement culminating at the President's Boat Race on 23rd of November. And it could be anyone's race from here till the last day. It could be anyone's race, it could be anyone's trophy.
So we will look at the first heat of the day, which happened a short while ago.
And they're off. It looks like a riveting start. And we have to see who it's going to be. On the first track, we have the Pride Chasers, followed by the Thunder O's on track 2, and Backwater Knights, captained by Abraham Koshi, in blue on track 3.
Lane 1 is the Green Pride Chasers, and they have started doing the early running there. We just about, remember it's a 900-meter track, and they will certainly be definitely. There you see lane 1 Pride Chasers, lane 2 Thunder Oars, and lane 3 Backwater Knights. But at the moment it is the boat number 19 which is doing the early Viyapuram doing the early running there.
That's right. What is interesting note about this particular track, Ravi, is the fact that it's almost a straight line, which means spectators can stand on either side of the Minichal River and get a full view of the race that's happening back to back. They can look at who it is that is going to be winning this race. They can look at who it is that is bringing up the lead, who it is that is bringing up the rear. And it looks like right now the lead is being brought in by the Pride Chasers in green, captained by K. John on their boat, Viyapuram.
Yes, Viyapuram is running away with the first heat, but remember, it doesn't matter if you win the heat, you've got to have the best time to have a shot at the title. Top 3 timings will take part in the A final and will have a shot at the title. So as we approach the halfway mark, this is going to be quite interesting, because even the boats that are lagging behind may not be really out of the reckoning, because they can still clock a good time. And although the first heat is being slaughtered by Pride Chasers, because they've got almost a boat length lead now.
That's right, almost a boat length lead indeed. What's interesting to note, like you said, is the fact that even the Backwater Knights, who are bringing in the rear, are not out of the race yet, because this is the race not against 3 teams but against the clock, and it's about who clocks in the best time. And now if Backwater Knights are able to clock in a better time, say, than 4 other teams or 3 other teams, they will still be in the running for a prize today.
Pride Chasers are captained by K. John. Not necessarily the captain will be on the boat. He is basically could be a non-rowing captain and could be managing just like Davis Cup tennis. You have a non-playing captain who will run the affairs, but at the moment Pride Chasers in a perfect position to go into. But let's remember one thing, it is not necessary that the winner may go into the A final, because if their timing is not the best of the 3, then they might just lose out. But that is all after the 3 heats have been held. Remember, 3 boats per heat, 3 heats, and then the teams are divided according to their timings into final A, B and C.
That's right, it looks like Pride Chasers have really taken the lead here. They've really left the competition behind, and now it looks like it's between Thunder O's and Backwater Knights for the second best time of this race.
Well, definitely Pride Chasers have certainly set a very high benchmark, going about 3:15 or thereabouts. So that would be tough to beat for others.
Will it be the best time of the day, Ravi? What do you think? What is your opinion? Do you think it'll be the best time of the day?
Well, very tough to say until we have seen the other heats. But at the moment, looks like the Pride Chasers have set a very high benchmark because they know that they again go through. Viyapuram is their boat, and Viyapuram missed out on the finals last time. They did not make it to the top 4. Remember, last week it was 4 teams in the A final, and Viyapuram was not in one of them. Vembanad Boat Club, V Christian Pride Chasers, and that's your the official 321.52 for Pride Chasers. Thanda 335, and third place goes to the Backwater Knights.
That's right. And if you're just joining us in, welcome back to the Champions Boat League colored by Nerolac. You can join us on Facebook, on Instagram or Twitter at championsboatleague.official on Facebook, at Champions Boat League on Instagram, and at CBL_Kerala on Twitter.
We'll be back with more action in just a short while. You don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Kottayam, the city of letters, lakes and latex, and this is what happened in heat number 1. This is the Backwater Knights striving hard to get into a final reckoning, but unfortunately they were not able to really challenge the Pride Chasers, who won that heat with ease, clocking 3:21 something. So that is certainly setting a very, very high mark, and we'll have to see how they go. And we will now go into the second heat, where we, meanwhile, this is some live action coming to you from the Meenachal River, but we will have a look back at the heat number 2, where the participants were Mighty Oars, Tropical Titans and Coast Dominators. So all set to get heat number 2 underway.
That's right, it's heat number 2 with Mighty Oars on track 1 in green, captained by Gigi Phillips. Tropical Titans on track 2, captained by Narayanan Kuti. They're in gold, and the Coast Dominators in red, captained by Saju Jacob Malayal. So who is it going to be? Is it going to be green? Is it going to be red? Or is it going to be gold for gold?
Well, at the moment, current form would definitely point to the Tropical Titans in gold, because they are fresh from their success in the NTBR last week. This is the Coast Dominators, United Boat Club Christian. They are on Jundan named Champakulam, and carrying number 23. And these are the champions from last week, Tropical Titans. Their boat number is 23. And Mighty Oars has on the far side, that's the Mighty Oars. In green, boat is Devas, and boat number is 22.
As we wait for the heat to start, take a look at that color, take a look at that vibrancy around you. Beautiful and colorful city of Kottayam. A lot of interesting things have happened. In fact, this particular race that we're at, this particular venue that we're at, it has a history and a pedigree of over 120 years.
Yes, started off in 1887 by the then Diwan Peshkar T. Ramarao on behalf of the Travancore royalty to welcome the Ethiopian king who was visiting. Had a 12-year break from 1986 to 1998 when it was revived, and has gone on since then. So Meenachal River is witnessing the 120th running of this race, the Talatangadi, as they call it, the water festival around Onam, and this is certainly something that people look forward to.
That's right, like you said, Diwan Peshkar T. Rama Rao hosted this particular iteration of the Vallamkali in commemoration of the visit of the then king of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie. And what's interesting to note is even 120 odd years ago, 200 years ago, this region had a connect with East Africa and many other parts of the world, which is something that is synonymous with the cosmopolitan nature of this particular town.
Well,
And
don't
the state of
forget,
Kerala.
don't forget, this is also a spice trading hub, the city of Kottayam. So that certainly has brought a lot of foreign visitors, including the Dutch and the English. And the Dutch had a big hold on this area till 1742 when the state of Travancore took them over. But this race here, we are off in heat number 2. And it looks like a slightly slow start for the Tropical Titans in the middle. Mighty Oars on the left in green is slightly ahead. But it is Agrim is going to be very, very tough for any team to come back because there is a bit of an undercurrent in this river.
That's right. In fact, Ravi, they are rowing against the current at this point in time. As they row, they are rowing upstream. The Mighty Oars, the Tropical Titans, and the Coastal Dominators are not just fighting against the clock, they're fighting against the elements of nature. But look at them go, look at that synchronous rowing pattern. If you can hear it, if you're tapping your feet to the synchronicity, I don't blame you because this is music in motion right here. This is poetry in motion that's happening right in front of our eyes.
Well, certainly it is poetry in motion, and those remember these boats do not have rudders. Lane 1 Mighty Oars, lane 2 Tropical Titans, and lane 3 is Coast Dominators. The local representation from Kainakri, and Tropical Titans are now edging ahead in gold boat number 23. That's Nadu Bhagam, which brought them success last week in Alapura. And let's see if they can repeat that. But definitely they are putting in a very, very strong performance. Remember, they would want those 5 bonus points as well for the best time of the day.
That's right, but it looks like the Mighty Oars are giving the Tropical Titans a run for their money. At this point in time, it could be anyone's race, but again, it's not against each other, it's against the clock. And we'll have to see who will be beating the best time put forward today. 3 minutes, 21 seconds, something. Will they beat that time? What do you think?
Well, at the moment, it could be very close because Mighty Oars have got a slight lead over the Tropical Titans, and this is the kind of races in the heats that improve the timings of the performers. But Mighty Oars know that they can push. Don't forget, they are the local side, the National Cultural Development Club, Kumarakom.
And the Mighty Oars, it looks like they've taken the lead. Oh my god, this is a tight race, Ravi. It looks like it's going to be between Mighty Oars and Tropical Titans for that coveted 3 minute 21 second mark. And it looks like Mighty Oars might get there. It looks like Mighty Oars might take a chance in getting there.
Well, they are certainly giving Tropical Titans a run for their money, and they have their noses in front, not too much to separate between boat number 22 and 23. Remember, 22 is Mighty Oars, 23 is Tropical Titans. And now, oh my God, let's watch the Tropical Titans go. They've suddenly changed gears and they've started catching up as we approach the final 200 meters. That's the bridge under which they go, but Tropical Titans have moved ahead by almost 2 meters plus. And Agrim, this is where Tropical Titans score. They know exactly when to change the gears.
Tropical Titans, the favorites of the last race, and it looks like they're going to really be putting in quite a time today.
So it is the Tropical Titans who have started dominating once again, and heat number 2 looks like could be a good one. Again, 320 plus, so it is 321 is not going to be challenged, but Tropical Titans do emerge winners. We'll have to wait confirmation of the official times clocked, because that is what will decide who are the 3 in the A finals. Remember, the A finals are where the 10, 8 and 7 points and plus those 5 bonus are available. So this is how they finished, 326.92 for Nadu Bhagam. So that certainly has left the Pride Chasers in the top spot, and Tropical Titans are certainly ahead and right there on the A final track.
They're joining us right now at Tar Sangadi This is Champions Boat League 2019 and this is the second race at the colourful Tartangadi in Kottayam. Champions Boat League coloured by Nerolac.
എൻ്റെ സ്വഭാവ രീതിയൊക്കെ വെച്ചും തൊഴിച്ചിൻ്റെ ഇതും വെച്ചൊക്കെ ആയിരിക്കും എന്നെ ഇങ്ങനെ സച്ചിൻ എന്ന് പേര് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. ലോകമെമ്പാടും അറിയാനുള്ള അമർ സച്ചിൻ ടെണ്ടുൽക്കറുടെ പേര് എല്ലാ വള്ളംകളി പ്രേമികളും എന്നെ വിളിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. കാരണം എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ വള്ളംകളി രംഗത്ത് നിഷ്പക്ഷമായും ജയിക്കുന്നവരെ അംഗീകരിക്കുകയും ആ ഒരു അംഗീകാരം എനിക്കിപ്പം സച്ചിൻ ടെണ്ടുൽക്കറിൻ്റെ പേരാണ് എല്ലാവരും എന്നെ വിളിക്കുന്നത്. അത് വള്ളംകളി രംഗത്ത് അത് എൻ്റെ ഈശ്വരൻ്റെ അനുഗ്രഹത്താൽ കിട്ടിയ ഒരു ഭാഗ്യ പേരാണ്.
So that was Anil Kalapura, who will be seen in action in the third heats, rowing for Backwater Warriors. And remember, he is their lead oarsman, so he certainly has a lot of work to do because he is the only one who is looking ahead. The rest are all looking down or at their oars.
And we're in the midst of Heat 3 between Backwater Ninjas in black, the Backwater Warriors in purple, and the Raging Rovers in pink. On lane 1, we have the Backwater Ninjas. On lane 2, Backwater Warriors. And lane 3, it's Raging Rovers with their boat Karichal in pink.
Well, certainly Karichal has got a long history, built in 1970, and has been performing for the Raging Rovers, who have been given that name. It is the Kerala Police team, and Kerala Police have a long history of sport. That's the Kerala Police team, Raging Rovers. They could not finish at the top in NTBR, but certainly would be looking to better that thing somewhere down the line, because Champions Boat League, remember, is a 12-week event, and this could be very, very interesting. They won the third heat, Raging Rovers. People excitedly looking around. Kerala Police are named, and this is how they finished as the teams are lining up for the C final. This is how they finished. Raging Rovers 332, Backwater Warriors 335, and Backwater Ninjas 339. So 332 may just keep Raging Rovers out of the final.
Yes, considering the fact that the time to beat today is 3:21, that seems like a bit of an underwhelming performance by the Raging Rovers. Welcome back to yet another iteration of the Champions Boat League coloured by Nerolac. If you are looking at these little young warriors today, you are looking at an iteration of a traditional Kerala dance called Velakali, a symbolism of the battle between the Pandavas and the Kauravas that happened in the Indian epic of Mahabharata, an epic showdown of the epic Indian battle in the Mahabharata.
And we are witnessing epic battles in the Champions Boat League as well. And these are some of the colourful pictures brought to you on the televised section. And here we are certainly as we get set for the finals, the third. Remember, 3 finals will be held, A, B and C.
So based on their timings, these 9 teams have been divided into 3 teams each, and the top 3 qualifying teams will go to Group A, and what follows is Group B with the next 3 best teams, and finally Group C with the next best teams. And look at that colourful enthusiasm, look at those colours popping on your screen today. Live from Taratangadi in Kottayam, it's Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE and HDFC, and our ticketing partners are Book My Show.
And the Group C final sees all the 3 backwater teams, Warriors, Knights and Ninjas, Remember that they are the three slowest finishers in the race. It is blue. That's the Backwater Knights on Gabriel. There you see number 21 with the boat's name emblazoned on that. The purple is Backwater Warriors in lane number 2, and then it is the Backwater Ninjas on lane 3, and we are off for the C final. This is, don't forget, this is the C final, so title not at stake, but certainly points are at stake. And let's see, it is Ninjas who have made a perfect start, leading ahead right from the beginning. Remember, Group C are the three slowest boats in the race. Agrim Prakash alongside me, Ravikant Singh. Agrim, Backwater Ninjas have got a lot to prove after a big disappointment last week at the NTBR, where they finished with just the lone point.
Yeah, but finishing bottom on the bottom of the table does not necessarily put them out of the race for that coveted championship, Ravi. What's interesting is they could turn this race around, they could earn a few points here if they lead the table here, and there are even points with the Nerolac impressive performer of the day. So there is a lot at stake here, even for the people at the bottom of the table.
Well, certainly Backwater Ninjas will be looking to improve on their timings here, and if they can get anything under 3:21 in this final, they could still pocket that 5 points bonus. So that is something that is a big attraction for the teams to really push themselves hard, because remember, they've got a week's break till we move on to the next one.
But it looks like it's going to be a difficult proposition for them to break that coveted 3:21 mark at this point in time, considering all things. However, the Backwater Ninjas are still at it. They're pushing forward, they're rowing forward, and we're about to approach that proverbial bridge where the steady undercurrent will provide a challenge for them to cross.
Well, a bit of steering problems there, looks like, for the Backwater Warriors on Paipadan. And number 26 has gone a little too close to Backwater Ninjas, who are rowing St. George. The distance between the two has Warriors have cut into the lane, so they might end up getting penalized because they've come into the wrong lane in this Group C final, and that will definitely not go unnoticed by the judges. Remember, Warriors having some bit of a steering trouble. They're out of the lane. They are rowing in the lane that is assigned to Backwater Ninjas, and it is Backwater Ninjas in lane 1 which is the leader, not Backwater Warriors.
And it's a dangerous proposition for them, Ravi, as well, to be rowing so close to such a big boat right beside them, considering the fact that this boat itself is 120 oarsmen. And Backwater Warriors on lane 1 really edging forward. It looks like this is their race at this point in time. And will they break that 3-minute 21-second mark? That is what remains to be seen. And they have not even approached the bridge yet, but it looks like they are not going to be able to cross the coveted 3-minute 21 mark for the fastest team, which would have earned them 5 points. Maybe the next race.
Well, certainly Backwater Warriors have started pushing it, and look at the excited crowd right near the finish line as they approach. So lane 1, Backwater Warriors making short work of the rest of the field, and there you see the music that keeps the time, and boat number 26, Backwater Warriors, approaching the finish line. There you see those festoons strung across the Minachil River, and they are about to finish, and that is it. So Group C final won by the Backwater Warriors, captained by PG Ajayan.
Yes, as we are here in the midst of things, in this melting pot of culture, community, tourism and sport, we were witness to one of the most exciting races, one of the finals of Day 2 at Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac.
Certainly a lot to look forward to here, because the Group C final is clocking about 3:32, so we can expect some really fast times, and we come up to the Group A final, because remember, those are the 3 fastest boats of the day so far, and they will try and make a real point across to their challengers.
That's right, Ravi. It can only get better from here. It can only get faster from here, and the stakes can only get higher from this point of time. What remains to be seen is who will go home with the best time for today and who will top the table today. It still could be anyone's race.
Well, at the moment, Pride Chasers have already set a very high benchmark of 321 something. So that is certainly going to take some challenging, because the next place, Tropical Titans, is in 326, and we have that's how the Group C finished: 337, 340, and 342.31. So Knights finishing as the third team in the C final, and Ninjas taking the second place in the C final. So 2 points for 3 points for Warriors, 2 for Ninjas, and 1 for the Backwater Knights. Well, that's how the Group B final is turning out to be. It's a neck-and-neck battle. The three teams, Raging Rovers, Coast Dominators, and the Thunder O's. There you see the Thunder O's really on lane 1, pushing, and Raging Rovers being given a real tough time. Raging Rovers in boat number, Coast Dominators in boat number 24, and Raging Rovers in lane 3 in rowing Karachal. Raging Rovers now trying to make a move. Let's see if they can push. But Raging Rovers have started making a move at number 2, and still Coast Dominators, it is in lane 1, rowing Mahadevikad.
That's right, the Dominators dominating right now while the Raging Rovers rage forward, and the Thundering O's thunder towards victory. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Dominators, Rovers, or O's? This looks pretty tight, Ravi. This looks very, very tight between Dominators and O's.
Well, certainly Thunder O's rowing boat number 20 on the lane 1 are getting up for a big challenge coming from Raging Rovers, and it is going to be very, very tough.
As we pass the halfway mark, it's Raging Rovers who are edging ahead, and as we cross that bridge, you can see the excitement on the faces of the people. They are running towards the bridge to see what's happening. The excitement and the colour is palpable here at Taratangadi in Kottayam, and it looks like it's the Raging Rovers, and they are really clocking in quite a time today. Will it be the best time of the day? That's what remains to be seen.
Well, they are certainly looking like they can do it, because Raging Rovers are certainly pushing for it, because those 5 points would really help them get a very strong foothold behind the Tropical Titans, and they are not just looking at the left, where Coast Dominators and Thunder O's are still trying to come through, but that is the race won by Raging Rovers.
And the crowd goes wild as it is Raging Rovers who rage forward towards victory, clocking in an impressive time. And if you're wondering what is the secret behind their success, well, let me tell you a little bit about the Raging Rovers. They are the erstwhile police boat club, and most of the rowers, if not most of the rowers, every single one of those rowers is a policeman from the state of Kerala in Kerala Police. And that discipline, that strength, that unity that comes with being part of one of the most coveted forces in our state and in our country has brought them to victory today in Group B at the Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac.
Missed the boat to the Group A final, but Group B is still worth 6 points, not those 5, because that's still outside the 321 benchmark set by Pride Chasers in the first heat. So it's how you start, it matters, and Raging Rovers were a little slow off the blocks, and that probably cost them a few seconds as they fought back against the Coast Dominators and the Thunder O's to take the Group B final, but that is worth only 6 points. And this is part of the entertainment for the crowd here.
That's right, this is the traditional martial art of Kerala, Kalari Fighter. In fact, it is coveted as one of the oldest martial arts in the world. And what is interesting to note is many martial arts across the Orient have taken their inspiration from this sport. In fact, it is reported that Kung Fu had its humble beginnings in Kerala when a Buddhist monk traveled all the way from China to come down here to learn this coveted sport.
Well, certainly that's how they finished. 325.97 for the Raging Rovers. Coast Dominators 328.78 and Thunder Oars at 330.17. So Raging Rovers will pick up 6 points to take fourth place.
Yeah, it looks like much like Thunder, they have thundered into the bottom.
My family and entire the team, we flew from Hyderabad to here to witness this amazing sport which is going on today, and we want to see more of these leagues which are coming up, so that this will increase the unity and the sportsmanship in everyone.
बचपन में टीवी में देखते थे, पर being here it's very cool. I think it will be a good match. Champions Board League.
Welcome back to the grand finale of the Taratangadi 120th edition. That is going to be contested between Pride Chasers, Mighty Oars and Tropical Titans. The teams are lining up for the Group A final. It is Tropical Titans in lane 1, Mighty Oars in lane 2 and Pride Chasers in lane number 3. Alongside Agrim Prakash and Ravikant Singh. Agrim, the team to beat is once again Tropical Titans.
That's right, Ravi. It looks like the other teams have the titanic task of beating the Titans. Will it be possible? Will the Mighty Oars be able to use their oars to edge towards victory? Will the Pride Chasers be able to chase that coveted time that they have already put forward? 3 minutes 21 seconds.
The toppers on the league table with 15 points, 10 for winning the NTBR and 5 for clocking the best time of the day last week. And this is the Mighty Oars, who are in second place, and Mighty Oars rowing Devas on with boat number 22. That is the green jersey, and then the Pride Chasers, however, dark green. Viyapuram is their boat, sporting the number 19. So it's 19, 22 and 23 the boat numbers, and that's how they line up. Gold, Tropical Titans, light green, Mighty Oars, and dark green, Pride Chasers. That's how they line up in lanes 1, 2 and 3. The starters making sure that the boats are correctly lined up. The oarsmen all set to go. Look at the concentration on their faces.
It feels more like a little bit of tension, in fact. But yeah, what they risk the most right now is a false start. And unlike other sports, if you have a false start here, it's a gargantuan feat trying to bring these boats back, bringing 120 oarsmen, tons and tons of weight, a lot of wood, drawing it back to the finish line. It's not a simple task, so they cannot risk a false start. Tensions are high as they are going for that coveted 10 points, the top of the table. If they are able to get 10 points, it could be anyone's game at this point in time.
Nadu Bagam, that is the boat being rowed by the Tropical Titans. Last week they had the best time of the day. Can they do it again?
Right, and what we should also mention is that...
And they're off! There they go! Tropical Titans in lane 1 have made a good start. It is the Pride Chasers in lane number 3 who's trying to push them back, and Mighty Oars certainly in the middle will try and make a match of it. Group A final promises to be a real humdinger because all the three teams have clocked under 3:30, 3 minutes 30, but Tropical Titans have made a head start and they're already leading by 1.5 meters, but this is a good time for Pride Chasers to put their best foot forward. Remember, these boats don't have rudders, so the steering is done by the helmsman right at the back, on with those Mighty Oars. Tropical Titans in lane 1, it is the Mighty Oars in lane 2 rowing Devas, and Pride Chasers in lane number 3, Viyapuram in lane number 3. And now it is the Pride Chasers who started pushing at number 2, and Mighty Oars getting a little behind, but still Tropical Titans, it is in the lead.
That's right, the Bright Chasers chasing for gold today as they row ahead. The Tropical Titans giving them a run for their money, and the Mighty O's filling in the rear. Will they be able to clock in a faster time than 3 minutes 21 seconds? That remains to be seen as we reach the halfway point. This could be anyone's race at this point in time, but it looks like the Tropical Titans have edged forward towards a lead. Not a considerable lead, but a lead nevertheless.
Well, a lead is a lead, and that's what they are looking at now, changing gears. There you see the oarsmen just switch sides, and now Tropical Titans start making a push for it. But can Pride Chasers come back? That is going to be the key, because Pride Chasers have a lot to gain. They clocked 321 in the heats. Can they do better than that? But Tropical Titans at the moment are doing all the front running. Pride Chasers have made their move. Current leaders, Tropical Titans definitely, but Pride Chasers have moved up. Pride Chasers still way back, falling back into third place.
But it looks like the Mighty O's are coming in second now. This is a very interesting race. Look at that. Like I said, it could have been anyone's race, and right now at position number 2, it is the Mighty O's rowing with all their might, chasing the Tropical Titans as the Bright Chasers chase in the rear.
What a good performance there by Tropical Titans, leading from start to finish. That is the challenge for them as the Mighty O's now start to move in and cutting down onto the lead. They still are about 2 meters behind, but Mighty O's have now made it a nice ragged edge there. Saw it, and under the boat, under the bridge they go, and Mighty O's coming very close. This could be a photo finish. It is Tropical Titans and Mighty O's certainly going for it, but this could be a really fast finish as Tropical Titans now pushing everything, and so are the Mighty O's. This could be anybody's race. Pride Chasers are not too far behind. Tropical Titans giving it all that they've got.
This is one for the history books, Ravi. This is the excitement. This is the energy. You can hear the crowd go wild as it looks like the Tropical Titans have taken it. Gold for gold. Can you believe it? Will you believe it? 120 years of history culminating on this wonderful day at the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac, and it is Tropical Titans who will be taking home the coveted 10 points with them today.
Nadu Bhagam is their boat, and it's brought the number 23 success. It is gold for the gold jerseys, Tropical Titans. They had it when it mattered most. That was coming under the bridge into the final 250 meters, and that's when they kept the Mighty O's at bay. Mighty O's, let me remind you, were trailing in third place at about the halfway mark, but then they started pushing their boat, Devas. That's the Mighty O's. Devas pushing it forward, and they could not catch up to the Tropical Titans, but they certainly left the Pride Chasers behind to finish second. So that is a creditable performance from the Mighty O's.
What excitement here as we await the timings. This could be it. Will the Mighty O's be able to be the Nerolac fastest performers of the day? Who is it going to be?
But relief writ large on the faces of the Nadu Bhagam rowers. Tropical Titans have tasted success 2 weeks in a row, 323.86. So that may not be enough to get them the 5 points. Mighty O's have finished at 325.49 as the heavens have opened up again, and 325.85. Pride Chasers had a heats timing of 321 in heat 1, so that could get them those 5 plus 7 for finishing in third place in the Group A final. That is the spectators having fun in the water, and remember, they make sure that they stay out of harm's way, because the oars are certainly what the people come here to enjoy, Agrim.
That's right, Ravi. It looks like this has been a historic moment for the city of Kottayam as the second iteration of the Champions Boat League comes to a close at Nadubagam, the heavens have opened up and God himself is smiling as this wonderful day comes to a close.
4 NTBR titles, and there you see the god of cricket of himself at the NTBR, where the Champions Boat League kicked off, and that's the big trophy which Sachin Tendulkar unveils what they are rowing for. It is Tropical Titans who have become the front runners so far, as Sachin Tendulkar went about greeting the crowd at Alappuzha, and alongside the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan himself.
As it goes down on the streets of Kottayam, the excitement is not washed away. The crowd goes wild as we are here at Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, and we wait to find out who it is. The Nerolac Impressive Performer of the Day. Remember, the Nerolac Impressive Performer of the Day is a prize to be awarded to the winning boat club. 5 extra points, 5 precious points to the team that clocked in the best time of the day. They need not necessarily be the winners of the finals. It could have been any race throughout the day. And who do you think it's going to be, Ravi? Who do you think will be the Nerolac Impressive Performer of the Day?
Well, that certainly could go to the Pride Chasers, because they had probably the best time in the heats, and
so where does that put them in the points according to you? Because
they will pick up 12 from this week, and we are all set for the mighty trophy to be handed to the winners.
Yeah, and as we are at the prize giving ceremony, the crowd gathers around in excitement to greet their local heroes, and there is a sense of excitement, there is a sense of family, there is a sense of community, there is a sense of culture, and there is a sense of tourism, as we are here at the Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, and our sponsors are KSFE and HDFC Bank, and our ticketing partners are Book My Show. Look at that excitement as people dance away to the rhythm of the music, dancing in the rain, as you say.
Well, it is dancing in the rain, but that is the excitement of the Chundanvalams in action on the Meenachil River here, and as the heavens open up, it is time for celebration for Tropical Titans, because they will stay at the top. They may not have the best time of the day, but certainly another 10 they will not, and also collect the 5 lakh first prize for winning the race. Tropical Titans have already pocketed 10.
So 5 lakh rupees is just for today's race, Ravi. What's interesting to note is that the grand final winner will be awarded a whopping 25 lakh rupees for their performance, and at this point in time, it could be anyone's race. Even someone at the bottom of the table could be at the President's Boat Race in Kollam 10 weeks from today.
Well, just a quick reminder, Pride Chasers were 2 from the bottom last week with 3 points. Today they finished 3rd and could also pick up those 5 bonus, so they could now be at the number 2 position behind Tropical Titans. This is next week. We are at Karuvata on next Saturday in Alappuzha district, and that again promises to be one hell of an event, because these Chundanvalams are really, really the mighty kings or the rulers. And there you see the winners, Tropical Titans, collecting their winner's check of rupees 5 lakhs. Number 2, they picks up 3 lakhs, and the number 3 team, this is all from the A final, will collect 3 lakhs. That is the Tropical Titans collecting their winners, and that is the Mighty Oars captain collecting the 3 lakh rupees.
ചന്തമുള്ള ചരുപ്പൻ വഞ്ചി എന്റെ വഞ്ചി എന്റെ വഞ്ചി